guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another plan with me video, this time using the kit that I was the most excited about to use in October. Actually, it was between this one and a muck, because that's another one that I'm super excited to use. But this one is Creepypasta. And if you remember when I released this kit, I was just so excited about it. Like I was telling you guys, I cannot wait to use this. Well, it's been a couple months because I do release my kits a couple months in advance of when you'll probably need to use them. I am still just as excited as I was the day I released this kit. Like I cannot wait to see this in my planner. I am so excited. So today we're doing October 7th through the 13th. The full boxes are gorgeous. This is like so creepy, but so pretty at the same time. I love it. So I'll run you through the pages. I did go ahead and pull out the check boxes because I won't be using them. So show you the rest of the luxe pages. And for this one, I did offer silver and gold because I didn't know which color people would like better. This is the double box. It's exclusive art. It's so pretty, and it literally looks like the outside of the house that's shown in these pictures, even though it's by a different artist. So I just thought that was crazy. This was actually designed for another kit that I never ended up releasing. I'm gonna end up releasing it next Halloween. I just had too many Halloween kits, but I'll add something else, you know, because I stole the double box from it. But I just thought that was so perfect. I couldn't not use that. So we have the double box. We have the Fashion Girls, which is the reason this is called Creepypasta, because first of all, creepypastas are scary internet stories that I love. I read them all the time, but also she's eating creepy pasta. Just love it. Love the name, love the name. So then we have glitter headers. I have the overlays in both silver and gold because I'm gonna do mixed metals, like I said. So I have 2 silvers and 2 golds here, just in case I mess up, and then hopefully I won't. And then for the bottom washi, I just did the silver. And then I have the double box in silver as well. So I think silver is going to be like my main color. Oh, I have a double box here with the silver already laid down actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one and the other double box that's somewhere in here to my destash pile, and I'm gonna use this one because it's already layered. And then I have my label add-on. I have some pictures of James. I think I'm not gonna use this one though, because that one I think I'm gonna save for another spread, but I'm gonna use these two. And then I have a couple characters and a filming tracker that I pulled, and then I have my scripts in gold and silver. So I'm gonna do the same thing that I've been doing in my Plan With Me videos where I do voiceover mode for the base, and I'm gonna do a little Q&A during that section, and then I will come back to live talking mode and we can do the day-to-day part. I was just looking at the spread, and this was the week that we moved into our new house. We spent our first night during this week, so I've decided to go ahead and combine it with my moving collection. The colors work really well, just like completely coincidentally. So I'm going to use a little bit of full boxes from each of these and kind of create like a spooky, because it is October and I've been so excited to use this kit, but also to have a little bit of moving accents in there since this is the week that we moved into our house, because that's exciting to show in your memory planner. The first question is, what is your best advice for a new mom? My daughter is 2 weeks old and I'm struggling with sleep deprivation / feeling like I'm not doing a good job. One thing that I kept having to remind myself the first few weeks of James's life is that the only thing that you need to be doing is loving your baby, taking care of your baby, diaper changes, feeding, and cuddling. And I pretty much let everything else go. I did nothing those first few weeks but love on my baby and snuggle and cocoon. I'm a big believer in the 4th trimester, in that your baby is like still developing, almost like they're in utero the first 12 weeks of being outside of the womb. Humans have to deliver their babies a lot earlier than other animals. That's why other animals come out already like walking and being able to like be way more aware of their environment, and our infants are born completely helpless. It's because my dad taught me this, but basically like in historic times, women who like had their babies stay in longer died from childbirth because the babies got stuck because they got too big. So in order for our hips to be a certain size to enable us to walk upright on 2 legs, we also had to have our babies earlier than they developmentally should have been born. So 40 weeks in utero is actually not enough time for humans, or like it's not as much as they were originally supposed to have. Basically, your baby needs nothing but for you to like hold them, love them, keep them clean, and keep them fed. So be easy on yourself and just do that and nothing else. Let everything else go. The next question is, what was your experience with YouTube? Why did you leave it and what changed for you? I've been following since you and Blair were like all there were on YouTube. So if you are kind of newer to my channels, I actually have another channel called youtube.com/lfowler. Most of you probably know, if not all of you, because you probably came from over there. But I've been doing YouTube videos for 11 years, and for many years it was my full-time job, and that was like before the sticker shop. And after I got married, I ended up taking a really, really long break from YouTube and pretty much concentrating completely on the sticker shop and not doing YouTube at all for like a year. But what it boils down to is that it's really hard to be the first people to do anything in the world. Literally anything that's done first normally gets the most criticism, especially if it's new. So Blair and I really were the first people to take brand deals, at least on a big scale on YouTube. And if you weren't around back then, you're probably like, oh my gosh, really? That's like really weird because everyone does brand deals now. But at the time, we were the only ones doing it, especially with bigger like mainstream brands. And it didn't really go over well. And it's unfortunate because, you know, I see like a lot of the YouTubers now, you know, writing books and doing shows and all this stuff. And like we did that. We wrote 2 books. We had lines of products. We had our own makeup line. We had our own cell phone case line and our fashion line. And like we did all that 8 years ago. I think what I'm trying to say is that it was just hard being so heavily criticized for something that then we saw other people, and like by other people I mean literally the rest of YouTube, being able to do without the same level of criticism. And I think it just kind of, that level of criticism that was directed towards Blair and I never went away, even when it became mainstream. So it's just kind of, I think it just like sucked the life out of me a little bit with doing YouTube as a job, meaning like I had to take brand deals because that's how you support yourself. Like you can't do YouTube as a full-time job and not get paid, right? So that's how you would get paid, because AdSense really doesn't pay like anything. It's all through brand deals pretty much. So I don't know, you guys, I just felt like the sticker shop was giving me a way to make my income in a much more drama-free and chilled out way, and I just love it. I love everything about my sticker shop. Even now that I'm doing YouTube videos again, kind of, I still, like on that channel, I mean, I still have no intention of like taking time away from my sticker shop because I freaking love it. I love everything about it. I love designing. I love sending packages out. I love the Facebook group. I love making Plan With Me videos. Oh, I did want to tell you guys right here in the video, I made myself a double box day extender because Scribble Prints Co. doesn't sell double boxes in her shop, really. Like I think she's had a couple, but she doesn't sell them regularly, so she doesn't have a day extender in this size. So I just kind of whipped one up myself on Silhouette by just doing double the height of one of my boxes, but you could like hand cut it if you had a sheet of sticker paper. So yeah, and then I'm doing like the haunted house on the front and the moving house on the back, and then I'm doing this little scene on the bottom, and then it's still allowing me a little bit of room in the middle to put stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, you guys, so this spread is turning out super cute because what I've decided to do is the top layer is very Halloween-y, like I kept all the creepypasta accents, and then the bottom layer is the moving accents. So all of the little like moving stickers are kind of underneath, and I love that. It's like 2 spreads in one. It's so fun. So the first thing I'm gonna do, let's go ahead and start on Monday, is I'm going to grab my scripts and I'm gonna put that it's moving week because this is the week that we moved into our new house. How exciting is that? I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a little bit. Okay, and then down here, I'm gonna use my silver Halloween countdowns, and I'm gonna put 3 weeks until Halloween. And this is a picture of James that was taken this week. And then I'm going to get started on Monday. So the first thing is I woke up, I'm gonna use a fancy label, a squared off box, and a quarter box for this day. We woke up this morning and he had had 3 new teeth sprout. 3. Like, poor little bub has been sprouting teeth left and right. I'm putting down half cut headers from my binder sheet that I pulled. This is the silver one. And put this right in the middle. So I'm just gonna alternate gold and silver going down the scripts. So I'll start with gold and then I'll do the bottom one in gold too. So James got 3 new teeth is the first thing I'm putting, and then I'm putting that I worked out because I worked out on my stepper. And then I'm gonna say that I pulled 300 orders. I was wanting to get some work in because I knew we were moving and wanted to kind of get the team caught up before leaving. So for this, I'm gonna do this little Teeny and Bop Tooth Fairy sticker for the teeth. And then I'm gonna use the post office for pulled 300 orders. So that was Monday. It was pretty much just a work day. And then on Tuesday, the first thing is I had a Plan With Me video go live, and I went ahead and pulled this filming tracker from, I think this is from the Fall Multicolor. And it was the Cider Lane Plan With Me. So if you guys saw that Plan With Me video, it went up on this day. And then James had a doctor's appointment. So in the Mean Girls spread, I was talking about how we saw his pediatrician at the Italian restaurant we went to, and that he had an appointment, and I was like, I thought it was like the next day, but then it wasn't in my notes. It's because it was this day. And then I'm gonna do my little half headers because Lord knows I love these half headers. The little glitter that they add just adds so much, in my opinion. I think it's worth it. Okay, put this right in the middle. And I'm gonna put doctor's appointment for James's 15-month checkup. And poor bub had to get 4 shots. And then I also got a flu shot to help us not get sick. So he got 4 shots, I got 1 shot. If I could have taken all of his shots, oh my gosh, I would have. It breaks my heart when that baby has to get shots. It is the worst feeling. But I know that it's good for him. Like, I'm pro vaccines. I'm not gonna get into that right now, but you know, he got his vaccines. Then in the evening, I'm gonna put that all the sale orders shipped because we did have that glitch sale the weekend before this. And that's what I had been pulling and working on. And I'm gonna use 2 strips. And I'm gonna see how these fit down here. I might have to use 1 half header. Put this, and then, oop, that's crooked. Fancy label. And then, yeah, I'm gonna do the headers for this. Okay. Sale order shipped, like I said, and then I began the move. I have moving begins. So I was vlogging during this as well. So we went to pick up the U-Haul, and then I put JK got ghosted because if you watch that vlog, I talk about it, but we had a scheduled and booked U-Haul that we were meant to pick up. And when Alex got there to pick it up, no one was there. It just like literally no one showed up. He couldn't get his U-Haul. So I have the whole story in that video if you want to watch, but we ended up not getting the U-Haul that day. So that was kind of a bummer. And then we thought we were gonna end up having to take 2 trips to Nashville because we thought we were gonna have to have the movers do the storage units, which was booked for the next day. And then we thought we were gonna have to do our U-Haul with like our personal stuff that we've been living with all summer. But luckily, and you can see in that vlog, the movers ended up driving down 2 trucks for us. So we only had to do one go back and forth. Wednesday morning, bright and early, we went to meet with the movers. I'm gonna use an appointment label, and then I'm gonna use a squared off half box and a quarter box. So And like I said, this is all in the vlog if you feel like watching. But we went to meet with the movers at the storage unit. So Alex and I moved from California. We put our California house on the market and we moved in with my parents, and we put all of our stuff, like all of our furniture and just everything in storage here in Kingsport. That's what the movers were gonna move. So that was like all of our furniture, our dishes, like all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna actually use one of these little deco stickers that came in the moving kit right here with boxes. And I'm gonna put met with movers, and I think it's gold next, yeah. We spent pretty much the whole day there clearing out the storage units. This was like a little bit annoying, but Blair had all of her stuff from her California house also in the same storage unit. So we had to actually go through each individual thing. And we told the movers ahead of time that this was the situation, so they made sure they had enough men and enough time scheduled and all of that, that it wasn't just a simple, like, all this stuff goes on the truck. It was a little bit more tedious. We had to go through everything piece by piece and say, yes, take this, don't take this. So that took most of the day. And then we were telling the movers how we had like booked a U-Haul for the day before, but we weren't able to pick it up. And we were frustrated because we were gonna have to do 2 drives down to Nashville in like a 48-hour period instead of just 1. And they were like, well, we're driving down there anyway. And there were 4 men booked on the project. So they were like, we don't mind driving a second truck. Like, they actually said that they would prefer it because they were gonna all drive down in 1 truck. And have you seen how many seats are in a moving truck? And there were 4 men. So I think they were like already kind of thinking that they were gonna have no space. And so they were like, we'd prefer to have another truck. If you wanna rent a U-Haul, we'll drive it for you. So we thought that was like the best thing ever. Like, that was like the best deal. So we did end up going. Alex went right then and rented the second truck for them. And then after they got done with the storage units, they came to our house that we've been living at, my parents' house, and we started packing the second truck. So if everything had fit on 1 truck, that would have been great, but that was not the case. We had a lot of stuff, a lot of furniture. We had a piano that we were moving, a grand piano, so it's just kind of a lot of stuff. And then the stuff that was at my parents' house that went in the second truck, that was all the stuff we've been living with all summer. Like, not a ton of stuff, but like, you know, all of my sticker stuff and all of our clothes and all of Alex's music equipment and all of that. So then we started a new inventory for the shop because we had that big sale the weekend before. And whenever we have big sales, we like to just kind of do a fresh inventory just to make sure that we aren't overselling things, because that can get us really backed up in production. And then the movers didn't end up leaving till really late that night. And we were meeting the movers in Nashville the next morning at 9, but we decided that it had been a really long day. We decided to just go ahead and go to sleep instead of driving that night like they were, and get up really early in the morning and go. So we slept in the RV with the cats that night so that we could just get up and get on the road really, really early the next day. And so that is what we did. And we got on the road early the next day as planned, and we got there in time. I'm actually going to cut the top of this little moving thing because it's in the crease and it's gonna affect the way this lays. So that's the first page. It's super pretty with the mixed metals. Oh my gosh, every single time I do a spread in this style, I'm like, this is the best spread I've ever done. Like, I love it so much. The next morning we woke up really early, and as planned, we wanted to get on the road early, but also I wanted to beat the movers to the house because I really wanted to film an empty house tour, and I didn't want to like have them be there and just be like rude and like making them wait for me. And I didn't want to be rushed. Like, it was important to me, and it was stressing me out that I didn't know if we were gonna get there before them. Like, I really had no control over when we were leaving and stuff because, you know, Alex was the driver. He needed to make sure that he got enough sleep and that he was, you know, that everything on the RV was like good. And because I wasn't the driver, I really didn't have any control. Like, Alex obviously was gonna try his best to get us there, but he also had to like keep it safe and all of that. So I was stressed this entire ride. But I'm gonna put that we woke up super early and we had coffee. So I'm gonna put the little coffee cup that comes on my deco sheet there. And then we drove to Nashville. I slept some of the way, it was wonderful. And then we did, in fact, get there in time for me to film my empty house tour. I was so excited and happy, you guys, because I had been stressed the entire freaking drive, and I was able to do it. And I'm gonna use this little Once More with Love munchkin holding like a little filming strip to show that I filmed. I think that's pretty there. And then moving on to this little day extender. This one, I just had pictures on both sides. I just wanted to add more pictures into the spread. It was just, you know, this is like a really strong memory week. So for this, I'm gonna do the brown and this pattern, I think. So put these down. And what color? Silver script. So I'm gonna put that the movers unpacked all day and night. They were there really late. They did a great job. They got both trucks unloaded, and I have all of this on my vlog if you're interested. And then we spent our first night in our new house, and it was really, really special. So yeah, just like really good memories. Alex and I always have really good memories when we move into new places, which we've only had one house before this one that we like had together. Like prior to that, he moved in with me to my condo, so it wasn't like us moving in together. So this was only our second time moving into a new place together, and it was just really nice. So moving on to Friday, I'm going to put a strip, and I'm gonna do one of my 3-heart checklist. I'm gonna use a second strip, and I'm gonna use a fancy label. We'll do this one, the dark one. So this day I also have filmed on a video if you're interested. We basically just spent the whole day unpacking the house, and we did a really good job. We unpacked it really fast. I was super proud of myself, and I show that whole process in the vlog. So silver is first. I'm gonna say, unpack these, and it's gonna be bathroom, kitchen, and closet is what I worked on this first day. Put those down. And I'm gonna use another deco sticker from the moving, put it right there in the corner. And then I'm gonna put that it was laundry time because we washed all of our towels, all of our sheets, everything that had been sitting in storage. Even though it was clean when we packed it, I wanted like a fresh, you know, I wanted everything to be super fresh. So we washed everything. We also washed all of our dishes before putting it away. Again, even though they were clean when we packed them, they had been sitting in storage for a long time. And then we did a really, really late night Target run for necessities, including a coffee machine for the next day. And I'm gonna use one of my Target bag stickers. I actually just reformatted this sheet, and they're gonna be going up on the shop this week for my new releases. So by the time you see this video, these will already be on the shop if you're interested in purchasing them. Because I'm filming this and my Mean Girls Plan With Me in the same day, and I'm putting that one up first because it came first. So yeah, by the time you see this, these will already be in the shop, as well as little grocery bag ones. Moving on to Saturday, I'm going to use my other 3-heart checklist, and I'm going to put this strip on top. And this is going to be another unpack these little checklist like I did the day before, because we kept unpacking stuff for the house. So I'm gonna do this one in gold. Unpack these, and we did the living room, the bookcases, and the nursery on this day. And whew, I was getting worn out from unpacking, but I was feeling really good that we were making such good progress, because we really were. And then we went grocery shopping to get some stuff for the house. I'm gonna put a header in between because I think there's gonna be room instead of a half header. There actually is room for a half header on top of it, or like underneath it. And then this. Okay. So I'm gonna put grocery shop, and I'm gonna put the little grocery bag, which I do have these grocery bags that come with all my Luxe kits and my mini kits because you get the deco sheet. But I also have them available a la carte in the shop along with the Target bags. And I'm gonna put that I worked out on my stepper, trying to keep up with that. And I'm gonna do my little Teeny and Bop stepper sticker. This is actually, she's cycling like on a stationary bike, but I use it as my stepper sticker because it kind of looks the same. And then underneath here, I love what I did here. Like there's like the double box and then there's a little seam down here and then just a little bit of room for me to add a little bit of extra stuff there. So I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do this and this. Go ahead and use those guys and just see how these fit. I think they're just gonna fit perfectly. There's actually room for one half header in between. Okay, put this down. And you guys, you know what? Now that I'm like actually using this in spreads, I've noticed that the half headers and the regular headers are definitely like the most used of them. I don't know, maybe I'm just like stingy with my foil. Like even though using full boxes on all of them would be so much easier, I don't know, I just use a lot of the half headers. So I might include binder sheets you can purchase that are literally just entire sheets of half headers. So for this, I'm gonna put customer service, cash clear out, and I think the other one was just that I cleaned stuff. What foil color am I on? Silver. So put customer service, I don't see it, there it is in the corner. And then clean stuff. I like doing the mixed metals, like switching between the silver and the gold, but it's actually like kind of more confusing because like all the scripts are doubled. So I'm like getting confused at which one goes next. And then here, I am just going to put, I'm gonna put, let's see, what size would work best for this? Probably a half. And I'm gonna put my movie marquee because we watched Casper on this day. Getting super festive with our movie selections. We watched Halloween movies every single day or every single week during October. So I'm gonna put Casper. Yes, love it. And I have a couple more characters that I had pulled and I'm not even sure where they were meant to go. I'm pretty sure instead of this coffee that came with the kit, I'm meant to do something more festive. I really like these Once More with Love, like Halloween coffee cups. So I'm just gonna use this. It just works a little bit better. It is October after all. And then I don't remember what this one was supposed to go with. It's like a work one, maybe something on this side. Let's see. I don't know. So I will just save this character for another spread because it's one of my favorites. I love that one. So here is the finished spread. I'll give you guys kind of a close-up look. I did do foil overlays on all the boxes, even the ones that didn't have one, like this girl didn't have one, but I just picked one of the other ones. I mean, you can do that even if it's not like perfect. That is the first page, and then the little like extender there, and then this is the second page. So good, you guys, I love it. Oh my gosh, this planner is my life. Like I have never had planner piece like I do in this planner and how I'm doing my spreads now. And like I said, and it was either this video or the Mean Girls one, which I just filmed. It's not even planning anymore. It's like a diary or a journal. It's like purely memory spreads, but it is just, I love it so much. This is what my planning crush has turned into a memory spread crush, and I just cannot get enough of it. Every single spread I think is my favorite one until the next one becomes my favorite one. It's just nuts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me video, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. You guys, I'm so dumb. I literally forgot to put something there. This was just an editing day for YouTube videos, so just stick that down, and now I really am done.